Hi guys, Alicia here. This is a fun, short, and easy to remember circuit of mobility moves you can do at your campsite at the end of the day while lying down on your sleeping pad to make sure that you are staying healthy and mobile for the next day that you're going to spend out on the trails. So I hope that you like this one and that you can implement it the next time you go on a multi-day hiking trip. We are going to be focused the same as the standing mobility that I talked about a few minutes ago, or in the last video, I guess. We are going to be focused on opening up the hips and seeing a big range of motion through them. We are going to stretch our hip flexors, quads, and hamstrings for our end of the day movement. And then we're going to spend a little bit of time actually rolling the lower leg with a hiking pole. And then making sure we bring our foot through its full range of motion. So we've got a lot of things, but I'm going to try and make it simple, easy, quick, and so easy to remember that you can't imagine not doing it when you are at your next camp. So let's start by lying down. The other thing I tried to do with this is make sure that we could do it on our sleeping pad without causing a lot of point pressure because, you know, we don't want to pop our sleeping pad before we sleep on it. Okay, so you're gonna start by lying down, and the first thing we're gonna do is take one foot, you're gonna hold on to it with your hand, bring it into a very deep squat position, then let that leg fall open to the side and bring it back in. We're gonna do that 5 times, and that's just working on that hip mobility. So we'll call these lateral drops. 3, 4, 5. That was so good. Now we are going to grab the back of our thigh, and I want you to kind of freeze pause your leg in place, and the only movement that's going to happen is your leg straightening. And we are going to do 10 of these. Now, let's say it's super easy for you to get your leg straight. You need to bring your thigh closer to your torso. You should find a spot where you can almost get your leg straight, but you find that there's a little bit of shake through your quads and just a touch bit of a stretch, well, a fair bit of a stretch through your hamstrings. 4 and 5. Now we get to do our quads. We're gonna do the same thing we did standing, but we're just lying down. So on your side, catch your ankle. You're gonna push into your ankle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. We're gonna do that 5 times. 3, 2, 1, and then relax. One more time. And then relax. Awesome. Okay, we get to move into mobility for our lower leg. This is super important because when you're locked in that hiking boot, you're actually restricted in how much movement you get through these muscles and through our ankle. So you're gonna take your hiking pole. You could also use like a water bottle or a tent pole if you don't have your hiking pole with you. And you're gonna start by pressing that pole into the lower part of the muscles here. Not here, that's my heel cord. I'm gonna wait till I get to the start of the muscle. And then from there, I'm just gonna roll my leg one way and then the other. You'll notice this also gives us a little bit hip mobility work. Then I'm going to pull the pole an inch up towards my hips, rotate again, pull another inch, rotate again, pull another inch. Whew, now we're into the meat of the muscle. And you can play around here a little bit. Stay in one spot if you need to. Pull another inch and rotate. Pull another inch and rotate till we get right up. We don't want to go into the pit of the knee. We'll stop right here. And I usually finish up with a couple just nice pulls through here. Now this next part you can just do with your hands. We're going to dig into the muscle on either side of our ankle bone and just pull up towards our knee. And now we can get into the main event. So holding your thigh again, I want you to spread your toes, and then you're gonna point and flex your ankle with those toes spread. Then we'll squeeze our feet together, crunch them up so they're looking like that, and then again point and flex the toes. If you get a little foot cramping, that is normal after spending a whole day in those restrictive hiking boots. Good, and now we get to go to the exercise that I am usually so excited to do once I get to a campsite, which is a little bit of thoracic spine rotation. You're gonna go onto one side on your sleeping pad, bring your knee over so that it's coming towards the ground. Now this is the important part. I'm gonna give a thumbs down to the world, and then I'm gonna drag that thumb around my upper body so that my spine rotates open. Then I'm going to come back, and I will do 10 of those. And that is gonna feel so good after you've been a little bit locked into place with your hiking backpack all day. Especially if it is a heavy one. I know we try and make our gear as light as we can, but you're still carrying literally everything you need to survive for a couple days on your back. So it can get a little bit heavy. Wonderful. So after you do that, you can repeat it on your second side as well. But that is a fun one to remember. All right, I hope you have a wilder one. We'll see you guys next time.